Hello, internet friends. Welcome to my channel. Now, this week I'm going to talk about the books I picked up for the week of February 9th, 2022. Now, I usually do these new comic day hauls with my friend Lohit on the Cupcake Collectible channel, but due to scheduling conflicts, just me, so I'm going to do it on my own channel. So once again, hi from who's been there before. Welcome back. From the new people that's watching, thank you for watching. So, this week I have no Marvel comics. Sorry, no DC comics. So I'm just going to start with Marvel. That's what I got. Alright. Now, all of them I read. Some of them are just for spec, which I'll tell you about it. Alright, the first book I picked up is Devil's Ring number 4. Here we go. Less reflection. Alright, so this one deals with, continuation of Kingpin's war on the superheroes, the massive vigilantes. We deal with a breakout of the Fantastic Four. It's a solid issue by Chip Zdarsky. I think it's so far so good. I really like the whole storyline to deal with Purple Man's children, and also there's a one just like last issue. This issue ends with a big surprise. I think it's really worth picking up. If you're a fan of Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil run, it's a definitely pick up. All right, the second one is Moon Knight. Moon Knight number 8, written by Jet McKay, which is my partner Lohit's favorite writer right now, at least for Marvel. I have an issue with this book. Okay, it's a good book, and I've been liking the series so far. The only issue I have is that this is connected with the Devil's Ring book, but it's connected to the Devil's Ring Moon Knight one-shot, which hasn't been released yet, so it's a little bit confusing. However, this is a very good book. It's a tale of Hunter's Moon, which is the other fist of Khonshu, how he's dealing with the situation on the street as Mark Spector Moon Knight has been arrested. Again, solid read. It's one of the better books Marvel puts out. Good pickup. Alright, next book I have not read is a spec book. It's Avengers 53. Apparently, not apparently, Black Panther gets a red suit in this one, which is what everybody's hyping about. I don't know how long this book's gonna. How hot and how long this book's gonna be in the spec market, but right now is going for I think around $10 to $15 on eBay. If you have the Miles Morales Black History Month cover, I think that's going for a little bit more, around 25 plus. So I picked up. I don't really read Jason Aaron's Avengers. I read some of the early ones, and I wasn't a fan of it. So it's pure spec purchase only. And another spec book is Star Wars Darth Vader, number 20, the Chris Sprouse cover. This is the first comic appearance of the Mandalorian and Guru, the Baby Yoda, whatever you want to call him. That's about it. I have read Darth Vader in the past, and it's a very good Star Wars book, but I've been out of it for a couple issues now. But this is a pure spec cover, and if you want, I think this is for good. For collectible value, for secondary collectible value, is a good one to pick up. If you could get it for a cover, it would be nice. I end up paying $10 for it. Anyways. Finally, the last book I picked up is Edge of Spider-Verse 2, the facsimile edition. I'm a fan of Spider-Gwen, and of course, I don't think I have the money to buy the actual first print of this book, so it's nice to have a copy of this, at least, a copy of this. Alright, next we move into Image. Image, I have two books. Okay, let's go for the first one. This is Radiant Black number 30, written by Kyle Higgins. This is going to lead into the supermassive one-shot, which I think Kyle Higgins is going to, expand the Radiant Black universe. This one does introduce Radiant Pink. It's a new character. It's actually very fascinating. It's about this young woman who is an online gamer, which is so it's not something I'm familiar with because I'm not on Twitch. Apparently, you could really make some serious money doing online gaming for people to watch. But the whole thing is about how this woman is addicted to social media, how as what her life is, and then when she finally be disconnected from the internet, she has to see what the world is really about, and then she gets the power to become radiant pink. We'll see her story, moving onwards in probably in the supermassive one shot, which is coming out I think in a week or two. Anyways, very solid, very good pickup. Now the next book is my pick of the week, and I'm going to a spoiled territory here. This is King of Spies #3, written by Mark Millar. I always said Mark Millar can be a really, really good writer if he doesn't go overboard with the sex and violence. Gory violence. Anyways, I don't mind a little, little bit of extra violence. So one thing about this one is the main character has continued to kill the rich and powerful that he felt has, in hand of destroying the world. And in this one, I'm going, like I said, I'm going to go to spoiler territory here. He kills a version of Harvey Weinstein, which is always a plus. Not that I advocate killing people, and George Soros, which I just think is freaking great. Okay, I know, and of course he gets a battle with the British intelligence service, including his son. That's right, the abacus. And I think Mark Millar's doing a wonderful job on this book. If there's one book you need to pick up this week, and you've already bought the first 2 issues, pick this up. And I know that Netflix has optioned it for a TV series down the future. I hope it's good. All right, let's see. Next, I have from AWA. AWA, this is a Fourth Man. Fourth Man is about these 2 competitive car dealerships that were trying to do things to sabotage each other, including hiring hitmen to kill the owner and the competition. In this one, much like the first issue, is a start place in the morgue where a body is being investigated, and basically they tell you, they're gonna go to the flashback of who the victim is. In this case, this is a man named Wyatt. He is a bail bondsman, and he was hired by one of the car ownership to kill the other owner. That's a lot of owners. And basically, it's about his story, how he planned out, how it didn't work out. I think that if you like crime drama, this is a very good book to pick up. Of course, Mike Diadal's art's always beautiful, and it's one of my favorite AW books out right now. No, Primo's is my favorite one that came out last week. All right, here we go. Whoa. Next one is 7 Secrets from the minds of our favorite writer, Tom Taylor. Wow, this was a fast read. I think it took me about 2 minutes to read the whole thing. Very action-packed. So the story is that Kanto continued to betray the Seekers, the organization, not the Seekers. He's part of the Seekers, the holders and the keepers, and then it's really. Are you reading this book? You should read this book. This is Tom Taylor's best book. Art is beautiful. Stories well written. And if you don't pick it up, I don't know what to tell you. So 2 minutes, can you believe it? I don't think I ever finished a book in 2 minutes before, but this is that. All right, and then we go into the world Dark Horse. This is Apache Delivery Service #2. So, the previous issue we talked about the main character Ernie, who was, right now it takes place in the Vietnam War, where he met this man named Subrand, and he's being listed by Subrand to help him find these Nazi gold hidden by the Japanese during the Second World War. Right now, this story takes place in the middle of Vietnam War, and that plays out because later, as they were searching for the gold, they get caught in a firefight between the Viet Congs and the U.S. Army, and so it's a minefield everywhere. Again, I'm going to steal a little spoiler territory. Near the end, they fall into a trap of those punji stick traps the Viet Cong usually set up for the Americans. American GIs, and doesn't look good for our main character. Let's see what happens in the next issue. Written by Matt Kinn, who of course is currently writing Berserker for Boom Studio. I think Matt Kinn's always been a good writer. This is the same team that put out Fear Case last year, which is a series I really did enjoy. So if you did read that, I think you enjoyed this too. Well, finally, we come down. This is the hottest indie comic of the week. It's Land of Living Gods from AWA. This is written by I don't want to massacre the guy's name. It's Isaac Magajin. He's a South African writer, and the artist is a Brazilian artist named Santos. That's with SAN 2 T's OS. It's a story about a girl named Nanid, who has a pet plant named Buyo. They live in a dystopian world. Takes place in the former Johannesburg, South Africa. She lives and takes care of her mother, who's really sick, and who's having illusions of the old gods. And basically, this is her story, Nani's story about trying to find a way to save her mother because her mother's really sick, and then have to survive the land where it's just full of danger. And yeah, I think this for a first issue, this is a really good book. I mean, very promising book, and it's very hot book because when I went to Midtown Comics to pick this up, it was at around 10 o'clock. That's 2 hours after they're open. They only have 3 copies left. Yeah, I don't know why this is the hottest indie book of the week, but it is. But I got it. I think it's really good. All right, that's done for this week. I'll also talk about some books I picked up this week that came out previous weeks. First one is last week's Amazing Spider-Man number 88. It's the first appearance of Queen Goblin. I don't read Amazing Spider-Man, so I felt really lost with this issue, but it is a key. I don't know how big of a key it's eventually turn out to be, so I'll pick it up. It's a spec book. I don't read Spider-Man. I haven't read Spider-Man in many years, so like I said, I don't understand it. No, whatever. And next is these 2 books just came in the mail yesterday. This is the Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters number 1. The John Tyler Christopher native cover of Boba Fett, and the holiday edition of Boba Fett, which, remember, that's what he wore in the Star Wars Holiday Special. It's pretty cool covers. And I think last book I want to talk about is Duel. Okay, Duel came out 2 weeks ago, I think. This comes from a very small publisher named Bliss on Tap. This is the Eric Donovan edition. This is I think it's one of the online store exclusive. I actually ended up paying about $15 for it, which is it's kind of expensive. Because unfortunately the retail edition was sold out before I got to Midtown Comics. And from my understanding is that the retail edition only has like 2,000 copies print run. I know the second print is coming out in the first Wednesday of March, so I'll probably grab a copy of that. And this only has a 500 copy print run. It was originally told me to pick up by Jim Comics, because he's on Instagram, is on his own YouTube page, which I think is very wonderful. Stories like this, it's kind of, let's see, what's a good movie? Fight Club. So instead of Fight Club, it's like an old style duel, and the winner of the duel gets paid and prestige. And this book is about a young 17-year-old high school student named Damien. He challenges the number 1 duel duelist named Aaron. Oh, no, not name. His gaming handle is Aaron Burr. As known for the president that famously killed Alexander Hamilton in the duel, in their own pistol duel. I think this is a very good book. I don't know I don't know any of the creators, and apparently they don't really have that much of an online presence. And yeah, if you can, come in March, if you get the second print of this, please pick it up. And that's it. Just want to say something, right? Now, I don't really, I don't have a Patreon page, and I don't have a paywall. But right now, I do have an eBay store, which, if you want to support me, you could, go to my eBay store. The link will be in the description box. That'd be really helpful. And what I have for sale right now is I do have a copy of this, the Dual #1, the 500 print run version. I also have, this is a Thor 21. Thor 21, the first full appearance of God of Hammers. And this is the hot one, the hottest book out right now, is the Land Living God, the 1 for 15 Andy Clark cover. This is going for some serious money on eBay right now. I have other things. I have graphic novels. I got Funko Pops, new DVDs, and among other things. So if you want to, you want to help your boy out, I don't ask you to give me money, but you can buy something from me. I really appreciate it. And that's that. Anyways, thank you for watching. The usual. Share, like, subscribe, comment. Like, I really like to hear what you have to think about this video, and I would like to know what you guys picked up, and you can recommend me to pick up, next week or so. And that's it. So my social media is on this, also on the description, as well as the Cupcake Collectible YouTube channel. And we're on Spotify. Never thought I'd be a podcaster. Still don't think I am. But that's it. All right, guys. Have a good weekend. Hopefully, I'll see you soon. Bye.